Welcome back to the channel, guys. So today, if I can go back to my younger self and teach him everything that he knew to go from skinny fat to fit, here are the three essential points I would cover. A, setting realistic expectations. Two, making sure I have a plan in place and making sure that it's attainable and achievable towards my goal. And three is a little preview I'll explain now, but I'll touch on later to keep you on your toes. So guys, if we're talking about, talking about my journey, my younger self, my 7 year journey to unlock my dream physique, I'm sure as you guys see my social medias, my thumbnails, I've unlocked a supermodel, very aesthetic physique. And I want to share with you guys exactly how I was able to do it and some of the pointers that I would essentially give my younger self if I can go back in time. Like I said, it's been a crazy 7 year journey. I've learned a lot. There's been a lot of ups, downs, setbacks, you name it. I've probably been through it. So let me save you the misery and just give you everything I know in here in this 10-minute video. So again, guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. As always, guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button just to get in-time notifications about some of the new videos that are dropping. But very excited to drop this video today because I think my younger self would be very happy to see this because I just want to give you honestly the essential frameworks and models I still use to this day and what my younger self would essentially have used to speed up and 10x the results. So let's get right into it, guys. So let's touch on the first point, setting realistic expectations. Guys, it's important to make sure we have realistic expectations. You're not going to get your dream physique in 6 weeks or 2 months or 6 months. Yes, you can get a really, proper physique, but for you to get your dream physique, that takes time and you need stuff to compound and you need to learn the essential skill sets and knowledge to not only maintain the results but sustain it long term. So essential tips that I would like to tell, definitely speaking to my younger self, but anyone starting out on their gym journey are kind of these models that I still use today. And guys, this just embeds into your lifestyle and how you make it sustainable and how you make it tailored specifically towards what you actually enjoy. The first point, guys, if I can go to my younger self, I would hammer down my protein intake. Protein intake is kind of like the backbone of your success to build your dream physique because in order to build muscle, you need to have the right proper nutrients. And guys, nutrition is 80% of the work. To get the results you want, training is only 20. So guys, if you're training and you have a perfect training plan, but you have a shitty diet, you're not going to get the results. I mean, guys, eating Burger King, McDonald's, and Taco Bell is just not going to do it for you guys. So please refrain from that and go to more a whole food based diet. So, really good solid protein sources, essentially like chicken, steak, ground beef, ground turkey, eggs, egg whites, you name it. I mean, the list goes on and on. But really hammer down your protein intake. And a really cool bonus tip that I actually do to this day is if you're not tracking your calories, I recommend you track your calories through MyFitnessPal. But if you don't, you're like, Alex, where do I go to track my calories? I got you. So if you're trying to figure out your calories, your maintenance calories, what I suggest you do essentially is essentially weigh yourself for 5 days. What I want you to do is weigh yourself for 5 days, track your weight in the morning and at night. Honestly, you could just probably do the morning to kind of not make it as much work. But if you want to do morning and night, there's nothing wrong with that. Make sure you track it and then log everything in MyFitnessPal. What I want you to do is over those 5 days, you're going to see how your weight fluctuates. It's either going to go up or down over the 5 days, then take the average. If your weight keeps on increasing, decrease the calories and vice versa. If it keeps on decreasing, increase the calories, and you'll get the point and gist of where your maintenance calories are at. Then you're going to tailor it specifically towards your goal. Maybe you want to shred fat. So if you're going to shred fat, you're going to be in a calorie decrease. So anywhere from 3 to 500 calories. If you want to do a lean bulk, I suggest anywhere from 2 to 300 calories and increase as you go based on how your body adapts to the plan, or standard bulk 5 to 600 calories. So that's just, a basic model on how you would go about that. But in regards to your protein intake, guys, what I suggest you do is try to aim for 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So for example, if you weigh 150 pounds, what I suggest is you eat 150 grams of protein minimum per day. But again, guys, as you do specific plans, maybe it's shredding fat, building muscle, or doing a body recomp, there are certain guidelines you use to make sure your macros essentially meet the requirements to achieve the body you want. So maybe, again, if you're shredding fat, your protein intake may be around 1.2 grams for every pound of body weight. You'll figure it out as you go, but make sure you use a model just to make sure you're operating around the right essential metrics to get the goal you want more attainably. And then core guys, just a quick, preview of the carbs and the fats. Your carbs, you should, always revert to complex carbs over standard carbs. So guys, standard carbs, your sodas, your candies, your pretzels, they gotta go. Throw it out the trash. Go to more complex carbs. Essentially, stuff that gives you more energy, makes you feel full longer, gives you those micronutrients because it's higher in fiber, and essentially gives you the right energy for your workouts. So Alex, what are some complex carbs? I got you. So what we're talking about essentially are maybe sweet potatoes, 100% whole wheat bread, not that white bread, that whole wheat bread, quinoa, the list goes on and on, but those are kind of my three staples, white rice. Whatever it is, guys, really resort to stuff like this because it makes you feel full longer. And essentially, you always want a little pre-carb before your workout to get, that good energy before your lift. So now we talked about kind of the nutrition hacks and just some of the nuances on how we're going to go about it, essentially, and setting those realistic expectations. Because you have to realize, guys, when we're setting, just to tie back to the essential point, when we're setting realistic expectations, we have to make sure that what we're doing is attainable, it's sustainable, and we can actually achieve the goal. If you don't have a proper plan in place, then the goals you set are going to be demotivating, just not going to essentially be realistic, and essentially you're going to just quit or just not sustain it or keep with the program. So make sure you have attainable goals. Maybe it's shred off 5 pounds of fat for the month, 15 pounds for 3 months, whatever it is. Make sure it's attainable, because when you make attainable goals, you get small confidence, small wins, allowing you to successfully build on it, build momentum, and to really give you the confidence in yourself to like achieve something like this. So I hope that point was very helpful, because I know my younger self would be eating that up. I'd probably be scribbling across the paper right now. So I hope that was very helpful for you. A second point, now let's touch on, guys. So now we touched on, the realistic expectations. The second point I want to touch on essentially is having the proper mindset. Guys, the mindset is, crucial to anything you do. Maybe it's work, maybe it's, the fitness, or whatever it is, friendships, whatever it is, guys. You have to think like the 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 mindset going into this, you're not going to achieve your results right away. It's going to take a long time. You need stuff to compound. You need to learn the essential knowledge and the skill sets. So you have to delay your time delay your timeline to success. Essentially, remove short-term fixes and implement long-term gratification. Long-term gratification, guys, gives you the ability to overcome setbacks, to give you the mental toughness, and essentially give you all the frameworks you need to understand how to do this successfully. I mean, guys, you're learning a new skill. You're learning to craft and really shape your dream physique. It takes time. You need to learn the proper, tools to not only get the results, but to sustain the results. So again, guys, make sure you're educating yourself. You need to understand it. So education takes time. The right information takes time. So please make sure you expand your timeline to success. You're not going to get the results in a day, 2 days. You have to think long term, and long term wins the game, guys. If you think in days and weeks, you're going to lose. But if you think in months and years, that's how everything compounds, because it becomes embedded into your lifestyle and you essentially just enjoy the journey. That's kind of the next step I kind of want to touch on, is you have to enjoy the process, enjoy the journey. If you're not eating food you like, switch up your diet to food you like. Of course, you can't eat Burger King or Taco Bell. I'm sorry, guys, but eat more chicken, more steaks, whatever works for you specifically, because if you do stuff you like, it makes it more enjoyable and makes it more long-term sustainable. So I hope that, those 2 points alone, I think could really do a substantial amount, having those realistic expectations and having that proper mindset, thinking long term, guys. Long term wins you the game in anything you do. And if you could do this, you could delay your timeline, not get that instant reward right away, not, just really just expand this timeline. It'll really help and really just provide you the mental toughness for you to succeed and to really enhance unimaginable results, unimaginable physique, a chest, a V taper back, a six pack, whatever it is, but delay your timeline to success. And guys, the last point I want to touch on, thank you for staying to the end, essentially, is having a plan in place, making sure you can execute on a plan. And the way you should go about structuring a plan is I like to do every 90 days. What I like to do is have my main program goal. So, for example, if your main program goal is to lose 15 to 20 pounds, now your short term goals should be in the same vertical to complement that big goal. So, for example, if my long term goal is to lose 15 pounds, I want each month a benchmark of losing 5 pounds each month, so it's in the same vertical so I could stack it. So, month one, 5 pounds, month 2 would be 5 pounds, month 3 would be 5 pounds, and the whole program goal will be 15 pounds. You see how everyone builds off top of each other? Those are good benchmarks, and we use proper benchmarks to give you the essential confidence to essentially, make sure you're winning along the way. You're staying on track, you're staying accountable, and you know that your long-term goal every time you progress is essentially getting closer to it to check the box. So you should really, of course, allocate short-term goals to long-term goals to make sure your plan is attainable. Guys, you're not going to lose 50 pounds in 2 months. If you're doing a fad diet, maybe you will, but you're not learning any skills, you're not learning any information. And essentially, you're going to be, once the program's done, probably gaining all the weight back, if not more, because you didn't learn anything. So guys, it's really important you learn, you get the skill sets and you get the knowledge and have a proper plan in place to really develop, the long-term mindset of sustainability and to make sure it complements your lifestyle at the end of the day. So guys, again, if you're new to this channel, if you've been to this channel, thank you very much. You should know that all my videos are 10 minutes, high value per second, everything I know to help you achieve your dream body. I really hope I did this here speaking to my younger self and anyone in their, in their gym journey right now, or their fitness journey, to trying to better themselves, become their best version, and to really unlock their dream physique. So again, guys, I hope I touched on and covered, a really good framework of having the right mindset, having a plan in place. Those two alone should do a substantial amount, guys, because once they do that, you'll then be able to set realistic expectations on what is achievable for you, your body type, and where you want to be in the near future. So thank you again, guys, for watching another great video on the channel. So excited I was able to drop this. As always, guys, if you're new or if you thought this video was helpful, please make sure you smash that subscribe button. You give me the thumbs up, or give me a, hit that like button as well. Just shows me that some of this content really helps. Again, guys, please make sure you tell me what was your favorite point in this video, and it's really cool to see what points kind of stick and what you could really take and start taking action from it. Because guys, productive procrastination is the biggest thing, and if you're not taking action, you're not growing, and if you're not growing, you're essentially being in the same spot. So take action. So again, guys, thank you for watching another great video on the channel, and we'll go ahead and see you in the next one.